Hello everyone, I'm the Mass Analyst. I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to vote for McCain or Obama, but there was an interesting story on NPR that I think really deserves watching, seeing how it unfolds. It may strongly influence my decision on who to vote for. Turns out, 24 hours before Sarah Palin was publicly nominated to be McCain's vice presidential choice, someone was very busy editing her Wikipedia article. I'm going to post a link to the NPR story so you can listen to it for yourself. Now, somebody, and we don't know who, made about 30 changes in her Wikipedia article. Remember, this was before she was publicly announced as vice president. And those changes were all positive toward her. One of the changes mentioned that she was a politician of eye-popping integrity. Also, whoever made the changes was very familiar with her and her personal life, it seems. One of the things that they noted was that her family sometimes gets up at 3 a.m. in the morning to hunt moose. So, at first appearance, at first glance, it looks like it might have been Sarah Palin herself, or someone she knows or is associated in her camp, or someone from the McCain ticket. Somebody within the McCain organization made these changes so that she would look more favorable when people read her Wikipedia article. That would be my first guess. And if this is indeed the case, then I would count this as a big black mark against the McCain campaign. Because let's face it, McCain's getting up there in years. I have serious doubts that he's going to live throughout his presidency, and whoever he chooses as vice president, I believe, needs to be someone of integrity. And if she or someone from her camp made changes in her article to make it look like she's better than she really is, then that is a big red flag to me. On the other hand, the person who made these changes, they went onto the Wikipedia site under the alias of Young Trig. Now, Trig is the name of Palin's son. Now, why, if Palin was doing this, why would she be using that alias? It kind of makes the arrows point toward her. It makes people think that she or somebody close to her is making those changes. So I'm wondering, if it isn't really someone from within the McCain camp, is it possible that somehow the news of her choice as being vice president leaked to someone within the Democratic Party, and they made these changes to make it look like someone from within the McCain camp made the changes, to make it look bad for Sarah Palin? I have no idea at this point how this is going to unfold. I hope we get some more information in the coming days, because this is really very important. If it's evidence of dirty tricks on the part of the Democrats, it's something we ought to know. If it's evidence that someone within the McCain camp, and especially if it's evidence that someone, whether Sarah Palin or someone very close to her, made those changes to make her look better, we ought to know, because that will directly affect how we evaluate her integrity. So this is a story that certainly is worth watching in the future. Well, that's all for now. Under and in.